Hadi Choopan is one of the most celebrated professional bodybuilders of the modern era. Known for his incredible muscle density, symmetry, and stage presence, he has built a reputation as one of the strongest competitors in the International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness IFBB. His journey from humble beginnings in Iran to becoming one of the most respected bodybuilders in the world is both inspiring and remarkable. Choopan's story is not simply about physical strength or bodybuilding success. It is a story of determination, perseverance, and hard work. His rise to fame did not happen overnight. Instead, it was the result of years of dedication, discipline, and the ability to overcome numerous challenges. This biography explores Hadi Choopan's birth, childhood, early life, and educational journey, including his experiences during his college years. Understanding these formative stages helps reveal how he developed the mindset and work ethic that later propelled him to international success. Birth and family background. Hadi Choopan was born on September 26, 1987, in Sepadan County, located in the Fars province of Iran. Sepadan is a relatively small region known for its mountainous landscapes and agricultural lifestyle. Unlike large cities such as Tehran or Shiraz, Sepadan offers a quiet rural environment where many families rely on farming or manual labor to earn a living. Choopan was born into a modest and hard-working family. His parents lived a simple life and focused on providing basic necessities for their children. Financial resources were limited, and like many families in rural Iran, they relied heavily on physical labor to support the household. Growing up in such an environment meant that Choopan became familiar with hard work at a very young age. He often helped with daily chores and responsibilities that required physical strength and endurance. These early experiences unknowingly laid the foundation for his future career in bodybuilding. Despite their limited resources, Choopan's parents placed great importance on values such as discipline, respect, and perseverance. These values would later play a crucial role in shaping his personality and his approach to sports and competition. Childhood in Sepadan. Life in Sepadan. During Choopan's childhood was very different from life in major cities. The community was close-knit and most people knew each other well. Children spent much of their time outdoors, playing, helping their families, and attending local schools. As a child, Choopan was known for being energetic and active. He enjoyed physical activities and outdoor games with friends. Whether it was running, climbing, or participating in local sports, he naturally gravitated toward activities that required strength and stamina. However, Choopan's childhood was not without difficulties. Financial limitations meant that luxury items or expensive hobbies were rarely available. Instead of focusing on entertainment or leisure, he learned to appreciate the value of effort and determination. In interviews later in life, Choopan often mentioned that these early hardships made him mentally stronger. They taught him that success requires patience and dedication. This mindset became an essential part of his character. Early interest in strength and physical fitness. Bodybuilding was not yet a part of Choopan's life during his early childhood. He demonstrated a natural inclination toward physical strength. He enjoyed activities that challenged his body and pushed his limits. Many people who later knew him noticed that even as a teenager, Choopan had a strong and muscular build. His physique developed naturally due to his active lifestyle and physically demanding environment. At this stage, he had not yet discovered bodybuilding as a sport. However, the physical labor and active routine of rural life helped him develop a solid foundation of strength and endurance. Education and school life. Like most children in Iran, Hadi Choopan attended local schools in his hometown. His early education focused on basic academic subjects such as mathematics, literature, science, and social studies. School life introduced Choopan to structured learning and discipline. While he was not widely known for exceptional academic achievements, he was recognized as a hard-working and determined student. Teachers often described him as respectful and focused. He approached his responsibilities seriously and showed commitment to completing his tasks. During school years, sports activities began to play a larger role in his life. Although Iran does not always have extensive school-based athletic programs like some Western countries, physical education classes still provide opportunities for students to develop athletic abilities. Choopan enjoyed participating in these activities and began realizing that his physical strength set him apart from many of his peers. Discovery of Bodybuilding. Choopan's interest in bodybuilding began during his teenage years. At this time, bodybuilding was becoming increasingly popular in Iran, particularly among young men who admired international bodybuilding champions. Local gyms began appearing in many Iranian cities and towns. Although they were often simple facilities with limited equipment, they provided an opportunity for young athletes to explore strength training. Choopan was introduced to bodybuilding when he visited a local gym for the first time around the age of 15. This experience had a profound impact on him. For the first time, he saw athletes training with weights, building muscular physiques, and preparing for competitions. The environment fascinated him. He realized that bodybuilding could be more than just exercise. It could become a serious sport and a career. Inspired by what he saw, Choopan began training regularly. However, the journey was not easy. Gym memberships, supplements, and proper nutrition all required money, which was often difficult to obtain. Despite these obstacles, he remained determined to pursue bodybuilding. Early training challenge was when Choopan first started training. He did not have access to advanced training equipment or professional coaching. Most of his workouts were based on basic weightlifting exercises and guidance from more experienced gym members. He spent countless hours learning about bodybuilding techniques, muscle development, and proper training routines. His dedication quickly became apparent to those around him. Another challenge was nutrition. Bodybuilding requires a high-protein diet and consistent food intake to support muscle growth. For someone from a modest financial background, maintaining such a diet was not always easy. Nevertheless, Choopan found ways to adapt. He relied on simple and affordable foods while maintaining strict discipline in his training routine. Transition into competitive bodybuilding. By the time Choopan reached his late teenage years, his physique had begun to transform dramatically. His muscles became more defined and his strength improved significantly. People around him started noticing his progress. Some encouraged him to participate in local bodybuilding competitions. These early competitions played a crucial role in shaping his confidence and experience. Competing on stage allowed him to showcase the results of his hard work and learn from other athletes. Winning or placing well in these events motivated him to continue pursuing bodybuilding seriously. College life and higher education. While pursuing bodybuilding, Choopan also continued his education. Balancing academics with intense physical training required discipline and time management. College life introduced him to new environments and opportunities. Universities often provide access to better sports facilities and training spaces, which allowed him to improve his bodybuilding routine. During this period, Choopan focused on developing both his physical abilities and personal growth. College years are often a time of exploration and self-discovery, and this was true for him as well. He met new people, formed friendships, and interacted with individuals who shared similar interests in sports and fitness. At the same time, bodybuilding remained his primary passion. He devoted much of his free time to training, studying bodybuilding techniques, and preparing for competitions. Influence of mentors and coach. Some of the most significant developments during Choopan's early bodybuilding journey was meeting experienced coaches who recognized his potential. Among them, Ali Namadi, a respected Iranian bodybuilding coach, played an important role in guiding Choopan's career. Under professional guidance, Choopan's training became more structured and scientific. Coaches helped him refine his posing techniques, improve muscle symmetry, and prepare for higher-level competitions. These mentorship relationships were extremely valuable during his college years because they provided the knowledge and support necessary for him to advance in bodybuilding. Balancing education and bodybuilding. Both education and bodybuilding required careful planning. Training sessions often lasted several hours per day, and competitions demanded intense preparation. Despite these demands, Choopan remained committed to maintaining balance in his life. Education provided stability and knowledge, while bodybuilding allowed him to pursue his passion. His dedication during this stage demonstrated the discipline that would later define his professional career. Conclusion. Part 1. Hadi Choopan's birth and early life reveal the foundation of his extraordinary journey. Growing up in a modest environment in Sepadan, Iran, he learned the importance of hard work, perseverance, and resilience. His childhood experiences, early education, and introduction to bodybuilding shaped his character and prepared him for future challenges. The discovery of bodybuilding during his teenage years ignited a passion that would ultimately transform his life. The beginning of Hadi Choopan's bodybuilding journey. Hadi Choopan grew up in Sepadan County in Iran's Fars province, a region known more for agriculture and rural life than for sports training centers. During his teenage years, Choopan was naturally strong due to the physically demanding environment in which he grew up. Manual labor and active daily routines helped him develop a solid physical base. However, Choopan had not yet discovered bodybuilding as a sport. His introduction to weight training happened during his teenage years when he first encountered a local gym. The moment he saw athletes lifting weights and sculpting their physiques, he became fascinated by the discipline and transformation associated with bodybuilding. According to several interviews, Choopan began serious weight training at around 15 or 16 years old. At first, his goal was not necessarily to become a professional bodybuilder. Instead, he simply wanted to improve his strength and physical appearance. The atmosphere of the gym quickly captivated him. Watching experienced athletes train with dedication inspired him to push himself further. Soon, what began as curiosity turned into a deep passion. Challenges. In the early years, starting a bodybuilding career in a small town came with numerous challenges. Unlike athletes in larger cities, Choopan did not have access to advanced training equipment, professional nutrition programs, or experienced coaches. In the beginning, financial difficulties were another major obstacle. Bodybuilding is an expensive sport, requiring proper nutrition, gym memberships, supplements, and competition preparation. For a young athlete from a modest background, maintaining such a lifestyle required significant sacrifice. Choopan often had to train with basic equipment and rely on simple foods to support his bodybuilding goals. Despite these limitations, he remained committed to improving his physique. His determination impressed those around him. Many gym members noticed his intense focus and work ethic. Even in his early training sessions, Choopan displayed an unusual level of dedication. The influence of Ali Nemation of the most important figures in Hadi Choopan's early bodybuilding career was Ali Nemati, a respected Iranian bodybuilding coach. Nemati recognized Choopan's potential and decided to mentor him. Under Nemati's guidance, Choopan began to understand bodybuilding more deeply. Training routines became more structured, and his workouts focused on improving muscle symmetry, conditioning, and posing techniques. Nemati also taught Choopan the importance of discipline and consistency. Professional bodybuilding requires not only physical strength, but also mental toughness. Athletes must maintain strict diets, intense training schedules, and constant self-improvement. Choopan embraced these principles wholeheartedly. The mentorship he received during this stage played a critical role in shaping his future success. Early competitive experience. After several years of training, Choopan began participating in local bodybuilding competitions in Iran. These early competitions allowed him to test his progress and gain valuable experience on stage. Competing for the first time was both exciting and challenging. Bodybuilding competitions require athletes to present their physiques through specific poses and routines while judges evaluate muscle size, symmetry, conditioning, and presentation. For Choopan, stepping onto the stage was a defining moment. It validated the countless hours he had spent training and preparing. His impressive physique quickly gained attention from judges and spectators. In many of these competitions, Choopan performed remarkably well. Winning or placing high in these events boosted his confidence and motivated him to continue pursuing bodybuilding at a higher level, developing a unique physique. One of the reasons Hadi Choopan stood out among other competitors was his unique physique. He possessed extremely dense muscle tissue, remarkable conditioning, and balanced proportions. Unlike some bodybuilders who rely solely on muscle size, Choopan focused heavily on muscle quality and definition. His training emphasized precision and discipline. During his early bodybuilding years, he developed a reputation for his intense workouts. Choopan was known for pushing himself beyond normal limits, often training longer and harder than many of his peers. His dedication gradually transformed his physique into one of the most impressive in Iranian bodybuilding. Recognition in Iranian bodybuilding. As Choopan continued competing, he began gaining recognition within the Iranian bodybuilding community. His success in national competitions helped establish him as one of the country's rising stars. During this period, He won several amateur bodybuilding titles in Iran and Asia. These achievements strengthened his reputation and opened doors for higher level competitions. Winning these titles was not only a personal accomplishment, but also an important step toward international recognition. Each competition helped Choopan refine his posing skills, improve his conditioning, and gain confidence. The road toward international competition as Choopan's reputation grew. Discussions about competing internationally began to emerge. Competing outside Iran would provide him with opportunities to face world-class athletes and showcase his abilities on a larger stage. However, the path toward international competition was not easy. Travel restrictions, visa issues, and financial limitations often made it difficult for Iranian athletes to participate in global bodybuilding events. Despite these challenges, Choopan remained determined. He continued improving his physique and preparing for the day when he could compete against the best bodybuilders in the world. Inspiration from global bodybuilding legends. Like many aspiring bodybuilders, Choopan drew inspiration from legendary athletes such as Ronnie Coleman, Flex Wheeler, and Kai Green. Watching these champions compete motivated him to push his limits and dream of competing on the same stage. Olympia, the most prestigious bodybuilding competition in the world, became one of Choopan's ultimate goals. Although it seemed like a distant dream during his early years, he believed that dedication and hard work could eventually lead him there. This belief kept him focused during difficult times. Preparation for professional competition. As Choopan's experience and confidence grew, he began preparing for professional level competitions. This stage required a higher level of commitment than ever before. Professional bodybuilding demands extremely strict diets, intense training routines, and careful preparation months before competitions. Athletes must monitor every aspect of their lifestyle, including sleep, nutrition, and recovery. Choopan embraced these challenges with determination. His discipline became one of his strongest qualities. Transition toward the Mr. Olympia stage. The ultimate goal for any professional bodybuilder is to compete at Mr. Olympia, the most prestigious bodybuilding competition in the world. For Choopan, reaching this stage required years of dedication, perseverance, and continuous improvement. After achieving success in amateur competitions and gaining recognition internationally, Choopan eventually earned the opportunity to compete in professional bodybuilding events. His impressive performances caught the attention of the global bodybuilding community. Fans and experts began recognizing him as a serious contender. When he finally stepped onto the Mr. Olympia stage, it represented the culmination of many years of hard work that began in small gyms in Iran. Conclusion: Hadi Choopan's early bodybuilding era demonstrates the power of determination and perseverance. Starting with limited resources in a small town, he built a strong foundation through discipline and hard work. The support and mentorship of Ali Namadi played a crucial role in guiding Choopan during his early years. Through structured training and professional guidance, Choopan developed the skills necessary to compete at higher levels. His early competitions in Iran and Asia helped him gain confidence and recognition, eventually opening the path toward international bodybuilding competitions. Most importantly, Choopan's journey illustrates that success in bodybuilding requires more than just physical strength. It demands mental resilience, dedication, and the willingness to overcome obstacles. These qualities ultimately helped him transform from a young athlete training in local gyms into one of the most respected bodybuilders in the world. Preparation for his first Mr. Olympia. Dream of competing on the world stage. For most professional bodybuilders, competing in Mr. Olympia represents the highest achievement in the sport. It is the stage where the world's best physiques are compared, judged, and celebrated. For Hadi Choopan, this dream began during his early bodybuilding years in Iran. Watching legendary bodybuilders such as Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, and Phil Heath inspired him to imagine himself standing on that same stage one day. However, the path to Mr. Olympia required far more than simply building an impressive physique. Athletes must qualify through major professional competitions, demonstrate exceptional conditioning, and gain recognition among the world's top bodybuilders. Choopan understood that reaching this level would require extraordinary effort, years of preparation. Choopan spent many years refining his physique before he had the opportunity to compete internationally. His training focused on improving several key aspects of bodybuilding: muscle density, symmetry and proportions, conditioning, posing technique. Some competitors who focus primarily on size Choopan prioritized muscle quality and definition. His goal was to achieve a physique that combined size with extreme conditioning. This approach would eventually become one of his defining characteristics. Professional guidance. Any of the most important factors in Choopan's preparation was the guidance of experienced coaches. His longtime mentor, Ali Namadi, played a crucial role in developing his training methods and competition strategies later in his career. Choopan also worked with internationally recognized coach Hani Rambod, who has coached several Mr. Olympia champions. Rambod's F7 training system helped Choopan further improve his muscle fullness, conditioning, and stage presentation. The collaboration between Choopan and Rambod proved to be highly successful and contributed significantly to his Mr. Olympia performances. Training intensive Choopan's preparation for Mr. Olympia involved extremely intense training sessions. His workouts typically focused on heavy compound movements combined with high-volume isolation exercises. Some key principles of his training included progressive overload, high training frequency, intense muscle contractions, strict exercise form. Choopan's workouts often pushed his body to its limits. He believed that success in bodybuilding required maximum effort and absolute discipline. This mindset became a defining characteristic of his career. Visa struggles and international calendar difficulty. Traveling abroad. One of the greatest obstacles Hadi Choopan faced was the difficulty of obtaining visas to compete internationally. Due to political tensions and travel restrictions, Iranian athletes often encounter challenges when applying for visas to enter certain countries. These issues significantly affected Choopan's early professional career. Even after proving himself in Asian bodybuilding competitions, he was sometimes unable to travel to major events because his visa applications were denied or delayed, missing important competitions because of visa issues. Choopan missed several competitions that could have accelerated his rise in the professional bodybuilding world. These missed opportunities were frustrating not only for Choopan but also for his fans and supporters, who believed he had the potential to compete against the world's best athletes. Many bodybuilding enthusiasts considered him an undiscovered talent during this period because he had not yet appeared on major international stages. Emotional and psychological impact. The visa difficulties placed tremendous emotional pressure on Choopan. Years of preparation could be wasted if he was unable to travel to competitions. Despite these setbacks, Choopan remained resilient. Instead of allowing frustration to discourage him, he continued improving his physique and preparing for the next opportunity. His perseverance during this difficult period demonstrated the strength of his character. Breakthrough opportunity. Eventually, Choopan received the opportunity to compete internationally and prove himself against top professional bodybuilders. When he finally appeared in major competitions outside Iran, he quickly impressed judges and fans with his incredible conditioning and muscularity. Many observers were surprised by the quality of his physique, as they had not previously seen him compete at this level. Olympia performance. A first Mr. Olympia appearance. Hadi Choopan made his Mr. Olympia debut in 2019. For many athletes, the first appearance at Mr. Olympia is primarily about gaining experience. However, Choopan immediately established himself as a serious competitor. His conditioning was among the best in the competition, and his muscular density impressed both judges and fans. Choopan finished third place in his first Mr. Olympia, an extraordinary achievement for a debut competitor. He also received the People's Champion Award, which reflected the tremendous support he received from fans worldwide. Continued improvement. To his impressive debut, Choopan continued refining his physique. Each year he worked to improve specific areas such as muscle fullness, stage presence, posing routine, overall balance. Dedication to improvement allowed him to remain a top contender at Mr. Olympia, rising through the ranking. Choopan consistently placed among the top competitors in subsequent Mr. Olympia competitions. His reputation as one of the most conditioned athletes in bodybuilding continued to grow. Fans admired his work ethic and determination, while judges recognized the quality of his physique. Each year brought him closer to the ultimate goal of winning the title. Olympia victory. Historic achievement in 2022. Hadi Choopan achieved one of the greatest accomplishments in bodybuilding history when he won the Mr. Olympia title. This victory represented the culmination of many years of dedication, perseverance, and sacrifice for Choopan. Winning Mr. Olympia was not just a personal triumph. It was also a proud moment for his country and fans around the world who had followed his journey. Winning Choopan's winning physique was characterized by several outstanding qualities: extreme muscle density, exceptional conditioning, balanced proportions, powerful stage presence, ability to combine size with incredible definition set him apart from many competitors. The judges recognized that his physique represented the highest standard of modern bodybuilding. Emotional celebration. Choopan's victory was an emotional moment. After years of overcoming obstacles, including visa struggles and financial challenges, he had finally reached the top of the bodybuilding world. His victory speech reflected gratitude toward his family, coaches, and supporters who had helped him achieve his dream. Training style. High-intensity training. Hadi Choopan's training style is known for its intensity. He often performs heavy compound exercises combined with high-volume sets to maximize muscle growth. Some of the key exercises in his training routine include squats, deadlifts, bench presses, shoulder presses, rows, and pull-downs. These exercises help build overall muscle mass and strength. Focus on muscle quality. One of Choopan's defining characteristics is his emphasis on muscle quality. Instead of focusing solely on size, he aims to develop dense and well-conditioned muscles. This approach requires precise training techniques and strict control during each exercise. The F-7 method. Under the guidance of coach Hadi Choopan, Choopan incorporated the F-7 training system into his workouts. This method involves performing 7 sets of a specific exercise with short rest periods to increase muscle fascia stretching and improve muscle fullness. The F-7 method has been used successfully by several Mr. Olympia champions. Diet and nutrition. Importance of nutrition in bodybuilding. Nutrition is just as important as training. Choopan follows a strict diet designed to support muscle growth while maintaining low body fat. His diet typically includes lean protein sources: chicken, fish, eggs, complex carbohydrates, rice, potatoes, oats, healthy fats, nuts, olive oil, vegetables, and micronutrients. Meal frequency. Choopan often eats 5 to 6 meals per day to maintain a steady supply of nutrients for muscle recovery and growth. Each meal is carefully planned to balance protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Contest preparation. During competition preparation, Choopan follows an extremely strict diet to achieve maximum conditioning. This phase involves reducing body fat while preserving muscle mass. His discipline during contest preparation is one of the reasons his conditioning is considered among the best in bodybuilding. Influence on modern bodybuilding. Stationary into athlete. Hadi Choopan's journey has inspired many aspiring bodybuilders around the world. His story demonstrates that success is possible even for athletes who begin with limited resources. His determination and perseverance have made him a role model for young athletes. Representation of Iranian athlete. Choopan's success also holds special significance for Iranian sports. By winning Mr. Olympia, he showed that athletes from Iran can compete at the highest level of international bodybuilding. His victory brought pride to his country and increased interest in bodybuilding across the region, changing the standards of conditioning. Choopan's incredible conditioning has influenced how judges and athletes view modern bodybuilding physiques. His ability to present extremely defined muscles while maintaining size has raised the standard for competitors. Conclusion. Hadi Choopan's journey to Mr. Olympia is a story of perseverance, discipline, and unwavering determination. From his early years training in Iran to overcoming visa challenges and competing on the world stage, he demonstrated extraordinary resilience,